there, my name is Neil Beck and the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share and subscribe and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And it is that time of the month again. And I just realised that's really not an expression that I should really be using, but it is that time of the month again. For a new Doctor Who magazine, new Doctor Who magazine dropped. They had a bit of a scoop, bit of news in it, which was then taken away from them last night. The big news that Doctor Who is back in production. We'll be talking about that. We're going to be talking about this issue of Doctor Who magazine in general. We're going to do a virtual thumb through. You know, imagine that you're at Double Eight Smiths and I'm assuming they still have Double Eight Smiths. Imagine that you're at Double Eight Smiths and you're thumbing through it, to decide if this is the purchase that you want to make. And I have to tell you, it looks like they've actually pulled out a decent issue this week, this month. I'm quite amazed. Normally, I get the digital copy and I print out pages to read on my printer because I normally read them on Sabbath. And I don't use electronic devices on Sabbath, so I print out. Normally it's 10 pages, maximum 12 that I will print and read. This is a good 20, 30 pages. So I'm quite impressed. I don't know the quality. I just know the quality. Never mind the quality. Fill the width. So anyway, we're going to be doing that thumb through for you guys out there to decide if you want to buy this. Before we get there though, can I ask you guys if you like what I do here on YouTube, if you like it, or even if you deeply dislike it, or if you're kind of in between, if you're ambivalent, could I listen? Look, if you're happy with the current US election result, you should hit the subscribe button. If you're unhappy with it, you should hit that subscribe button. I think that covers everybody, doesn't it? And if you don't want to hear about it, that's the main group. Hit the subscribe button. And what's going to happen if you hit the subscribe button? Many wonderful things. Firstly, I genuinely get happy. I do. I genuinely get happy, and it's so pathetic, but I absolutely really do. And commercially, I always get sad. But my subscribers go, I lost it. They've been going crazy this week. I'm telling you, since the election, my subscribers are going up and down. I'm okay, whatever. I don't know. Hit the subscribe button. If you subscribe, you make Rabbi very happy. I don't know how often you get to have that, but also you get to enter my competition. I pulled this prize out a little bit late in the week, so the prize draw is not going to be this Sunday. It's going to be next Sunday, which is, I'm going to guess the 22nd. I'm going to guess the 22nd. Oh, pretty much Doctor Who's anniversary. We've got to do something for that. The prize this week and a bit is this DVD collection, The Mummy and the Mummy Returns. This is the super fun Brendan Fraser version with Rachel Weisz. This is the first two double DVD set before it got a bit ropey with the what was that Chinese mummy one. That wasn't very good. I think the first two is the ones that you want. All you need to do to win it is subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, and in the comments leave the hashtag Imhotep. Now, if you don't know how to spell it, Imhotep, it's okay. You can take a guess, and I will enter you, or just check the video notes. Check the video notes down below, and they will tell you how how to enter. All you do is copy and paste Imhotep hashtag, put it in the comments, and you will be entered to win. And good luck to everybody who enters. Fine. Good luck to anybody buying Doctor Who magazines as well. Let's have a look what they've done. So, okay, the collectibles issue. And something for everyone in this one. It's in fact, you can actually kind of see how they editorially approach Doctor Who magazine. It's just classic fan. Everything about classic older fans. And then in the corner, a little bit Jodie. I have to tell you, I can't stand the current era of Doctor Who, as I'm sure you might know coming to the channel. I cannot stand the current era of Doctor Who, but I think it's part of Doctor Who. I mean, I don't consider it Doctor Who, but I think it's part of Doctor Who fandom. I think there is a demographic. I think they should be represented in the official magazine, even though I really genuinely don't like it. But anyway, this issue is about collectibles. So this is kind of cool for me because I've got all this crap. So yeah, I really want to read about it. I got that Tom Baker with the real scarf that came out from Product Enterprises in 2003 or 4, before the new series, the Russell T Davies series was that. I also got that David Tennant figure as well. I collected pretty much every figure up until they went to the 3.5 inch range. And I didn't really like those very much, so I decided not. That's basically where I stopped. Capaldi is not overly represented in my collection. Fine, so let's have a thumb through of this issue. So Yeah, okay, so they're going to talk about Children in Need. We got the end of Time Lord Victoria's story. Okay, there's what going on. There you go. That's Marcus Hearn there with a Dalek voice changer on his head. Whatever. Oh, right. That must be one of the weirdest pieces of merchandise. That's probably what they're talking about. And the contributors to this issue. Let's have a look. Okay, production notes. So listen, come to my live stream tonight. It's going to be at 5. Well, this afternoon. It's 7 o'clock for me, which I'm an old person and I like to go to bed. So it's 7 o'clock for me. 5 o'clock for you in the UK. It's like... what time is that? It's like noon, I think, on the East Coast, or 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. It's a morning show. Depending where you are in the world, it's a morning show. So we're going to be. Well, I will read through this. I'm going to read through this with. On my live stream today. If you're watching this in the future, go check my live stream, right? Or if you want, you can squint and you can like zoom in and try and see what they're saying. So fine, yeah. Let's hear what Christian has to say, because it's never something that you're interested in or don't want to hear. So you have that going on. Bit Gallifreyan Garden. Okay, this looks interesting. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I'm a longer term fan. And I have a bit of thought, because if you don't have this is a strong recommend. This new special, the complete Dalek strip. So they've remastered. They're really good. Now they released this in the 90s. It was a special which I already have. So I'm not going to buy this. But look, it looks gorgeous. They've remastered everything. So I'm really One for here. You can see the remastering. AB the artwork. So yeah, this is a. That's a strong recommend. If you don't have it, they're just glorious. They've got this whole different universe of Dalek history. I really enjoy this. You know what? I'm tempted. I'm going to check my copy, see how dirty the artwork is. I'm tempted to buy this, even though I already have it. There's more character option sets coming. Sophie ordered one apparently. I already have this, so if you don't, I guess so. Lockdown Adventures, no interest. Again, honestly, I'm happy there are Jodie fans being serviced. It's like this is no interest to me whatsoever at all. Sarah Jane Returns. Okay, so this is coming up soon. This is in January, February. They're doing one of the Lost stories, The Return of the Cybermen, which became Revenge of the Cybermen. The Doctor Who Bulletin did a rather good. Remember Doctor Who Bulletin? That's from the late 80s, early 90s. They did quite a good piece on it, breaking it down about what it was. This was the original version of the Cybermen story before they did Revenge of the Cybermen. So they're doing a version of it on Big Finish. They got Liz Sladen's daughter playing Liz Sladen. So I was a bit nervous about this. I was a bit nervous because they had Carolyn John's daughter play was it Liz Shaw in one of the Third Doctor. Really not good at all. Just didn't sound anything like her. Didn't care. So I was a bit nervous about this, and somebody actually sent me a clip that hasn't been released yet, and it's not bad. I have to tell you, it's not bad. It's not as seamless as John was it Colcher. It's clearly a different person. It's a different, but it's still it kind of feels like Sarah Jane. So and look, they're so super psyched about this at Big Finish, because the person that sent it to me, I was like, it was a private conversation saying, oh look, this looks great. I'm really looking forward to what you're doing next year. And they're a bit nervous about this thing though, and they're so excited about this. They sent me this clip they haven't released yet. I really wish they would release it, because it's it sounds pretty good. Let's keep going. Galaxy Forum, people talking. Yeah, it's pretty darn good artwork they got there. Is that fast? I've said let's zoom in. I think that deserves a second look, doesn't it? I mean, look at that up there. Firstly, is this artwork? Yeah, again, this is what really upsets me about the character. There's so much wonderful creativity with Doctor Who fans. That looks fantastic. I love this drawing. It's got that real Andrew Skilletry feel, and I kind of like the look for this. The last side, but it was just such a. For me, if you love it, great. For me, it was such a lame, weird story. So other things go. These are really fantastic. I just love the creativity of Doctor Who fans. Look at this. This is beautiful. Who did this? It's just they put the credit up there. I might as well credit. This is Charlie Scott's Gala and Landscape, fantastic. Charlie Scott, and who did this is Welcome Aboard, Richard Carrier's TARDIS interior. It's gorgeous, absolutely fantastic. I'm so glad, Doctor Who magazine highlights this stuff. So let's have a look what they're recommending in YouTube. Jodie Whittaker, Mannequin, Bradley Walter interviewed. Oh God, that was a nothing burger. And for goodness sake, why can't they announce the plans for 2021 then? Why couldn't they actually have something to say? Now I was really expecting them to announce something there, but no, and not announcing it made me think, whoops, something's up. Special behind the scenes look at the making of Time Lord Victoria's BBC Studios panel at New York. It was kind of boring. I would totally avoid that. Given that Time Lord Victoria's has been bit of a damp squib now, hasn't it? Jade Wigan and Amanda have discussed the monsters they've enjoyed. Well, who cares? I don't care. Compilation on musician gesture. I don't. Okay, nice. Whatever. I'll check it out. Maybe. Watch the second episode of the fan-made film Devious. Oh. Really? They actually got to a second episode? I didn't know that. Okay, fine. Overall, that's what's on YouTube. Look at it again. I love fan creativity. I just feel so bad. But again, that's quite good. This is awesome. Who did this? This is a Third Doctor would look like Jay Adams poser. Freaking awesome, Jay. Freaking awesome. Love it. Absolutely love it. Versus the Mekons. What else? I saw you had something else. There's something else down there. Yeah, they have more over here. These space. I love these annuals. Where'd that go? And look at this one, Space War. Who did those? Yeah, go. Always good to credit people when you can. Always good to credit people. Adam Mark Thompson. Okay, well done to you, sir. Well done to you. Love your creativity. Fine. Okay, so a lot of people are really mad about this set, the Road to Time, the Dark Time. Time of Victoria, pretty, not very good. Not very good at all. This DVD is just and Blu-ray is, they say, well, it's just a cash grab. Well, it is, but if you have somebody in your life, like a kid who's interested in classic Doctor Who, or interested in Doctor Who and wants to check it out a bit more, this is a fantastic set. It's got a great series of stories in it, from the entirety of Doctor Who, Planet of Daleks, Genesis of the Daleks, Waters of Mars. I can't remember what else what's in it. But again, if somebody's interested in getting into Doctor Who, this is a fantastic set, and it's at a very good price as well. So I can't recommend it any better than that. Apparently, Fraser Hines and Sylvester McCoy are in a movie together. They just changed the name of it from. Also, Caitlin Blackwood, who played young Amy Pond, was called. What was it called? Perfect Strangers. Now it's called Lost at Christmas. Okay, fine. I mean, it seems like something that should be on TV, not released to download. Doesn't look like something that people are going flooding to pay for. Maybe. Fine. Okay, so now we're on to the main article, which is about merchandise through the ages. And again, I'm really kind of psyched for this. This actually looks interesting because it's from before my time to be able to get merchandise through my life buying merchandise. So yeah, I'm really kind of interested. So this is actually quite a lengthy article. It's how many pages is it? And I would read this whole thing. So it's 1, 2. Oh, rolling. See again, this is all way before my time. And 3. I remember when they just started bringing out the reproduction of these in the 2000s. And because I didn't have any emotional attachments to them, I was like, okay, I'll give it a miss. Buy Doctor Who magazine. But again, if you're going to read it, I will say subscription is the cheapest way to go. I will go for the easiest route to enjoying Doctor Who magazine. Okay, so now we're on to the collecting Target books. I really wish I'd read these when I was a kid. I never got into them. Although the book on tape for Doctor Who and the Daleks, read by William Russell, is really good because it's so different from the TV version. You get the feeling you're in a alternate reality. And then talking again. Oh man, I remember these coming out when I was a kid, and I really, really wanted them. And this must be the early 70s. They also had the Talking K9 out. I would have to wait till 2008, I think, before I was blessed with my own Talking K9. Now I have a bunch of them. Roller Kid. Oh yes, I remember the Leela figure and the TARDIS. You put the commercial, you put them in the TARDIS, you press the button, whoo, they disappear. It's very, very cool. And the Weetabix cars. Oh, so go check out. I think it's an Etsy store. The son of the artist of these has made a bunch of merchandise keychains, mugs from this artwork, and they're really fantastic. I forgot you had a TARDIS you could build, right? But I remember the makeshift landscape. and these cards. But yeah, definitely go and look up Doctor Who Weetabix cards on Google. Again, there's the artist's son, I believe, has really done tons of really cool merchandise with this. Paternoster Gang, I can't tell you what it's like. It's one of the few Big Finish ranges I never really got into. I didn't really like the Paternoster Gang on TV that much. I thought they were a bit silly. But I have to tell you, I've gone back and done a major rewatch of I was going to say Capaldi, but it's actually a major rewatch of Stephen Moffat Doctor Who. And it's much better the second time around. I've enjoyed it a lot more. Maybe I'll give them, I'll check them out. Maybe if they do have a sale with all four of them, I might get it. But I've got so much to listen to. Genesis of the Die, I had that LP. I had it on LP. I had it on tape. Oh my God, I had the Doctor Who sounds as well. How did I get that? I had that when I was really young. I guess my parents must have got it for me or something. Doctor Who Weekly, with the rub-down transfers. You always see the first year. You never see the second year. I do remember that rub-down transfers are freaking awesome. Why did they stop making them? They're so much fun, and it's much better than doing something online because they were tangible. You can put in. I'd like to put my pen marks on the clear film. I love rub-down transfers. More Doctor Who is Sky Ray. Again, this will be. This was like, just at the beginning of my time in fandom. I think this was when I was really a young kid. It wasn't really till Doctor Who magazine, I would say issue 98. Yeah, around 80, 90. That's when I really started reading it, quite avidly. So whatever year that is, whatever year. Oh no, we're up to the videotape. So yeah, I was so big into this. Oh my God! You see, this is why I like this issue. So this first one, Revenge of the Cybermen, I could not afford. They were like £60. It was 40. They were like some ridiculously high number that nobody could ever afford. And they then started working out. They weren't very good releases either. Look at that. They got the wrong Cybermen on there. Nothing says I couldn't give a crap other than that. Yeah, more than that. But then, they came down. When they got into the $9.99 range, that's when I really started getting them. Caesar Death. I still love Caesar Death. I love Caesar Death because of that VHS release. Freaking awesome. Table figures, they were my time, but I just thought they were, the quality was just kind of crappy, And it was about this, they wasn't that far away from like the really cool action figures coming out. Like I think you're maybe 5 years out from the Spawn action figures where everything just took a quantum leap forward. So these always just looked a bit crappy though, Although the thing I really did want was this TARDIS console that goes up and down. You can get it 3D like any TARDIS console 3D printed now. I really want to get that. You can get a fantastic Eighth Doctor TARDIS console with like all the rivets and the the girders. That's all around it. That looks fantastic. Again, go check out Facebook. The Doctor Who 3D printers group. I'm sure you can get somebody to 3D print it for you. So now the action figures. Now you're getting into like, now I had a job and I was a grown up and I just started collecting all of these things. And do I have all of these ones? I can't have. Oh yeah. So no, I don't have any of this stuff. This was Doctor Who Adventures toys. Now, what the hell? Okay, is there an explanation for what this is? Because that is just weird. I did a live stream. I talked about this company that does genre-themed adult toys. Okay, and they had a Dalek device for made for like her pleasure. I don't know how to say this any cleaner. And it looked kind of like this. So what is it? Long arm Dalek that came with issue 17 of the second run of Doctor Who Adventures in 2016. The issue was edited. So but why? What? I don't get the long arm. Why did they make it? Why'd they make it so weird? What's up with that? What is up with that? Okay, whatever. You had all this tat that came with this magazine. Oh, my kids were blown away that you had like little toys in magazines in England, right? It was what? How many years ago? About 3 years ago, my father was dying. I mean, literally dying. I had to fly to England. My daughter came with me, and she was like 17, 18 at the time, so around there. And but she's just loved that all these magazines in the newsagents had extra things in them, and she was like, this is the greatest thing ever. So Yeah. Listen, it must have been fun to be a kid, right? It must have been fun to be a kid. I loved watching Doctor Who with my kids. In the revival and the 2005 series. When it came back. I guess. Look, my kids are just starting to get married now. I'm hoping by the time I have grandkids in about who are the right age, in about 7-8 years from now, Doctor Who will be back in a form that we all love it, and I can say I'm watching with my grandkids because it's freaking awesome. But yeah, look at this stuff. Yeah, I think I got this as well. The voice chat. I bought this for my son, and really for myself. It's in his room, but I remember those weird voice change thing, which is what was it? Marcus Hearn, the editor, they had the Dalek voice changer on his head. That's just weird. I don't know what they were thinking about. So the Screwver got that one up there. Yeah, look, these toys are fantastic. It's only a few years ago that we just had this lot of incredible merchandise, and that's just very sadly all dried up now, hasn't it? Okay, so this article is all about expensive, very, very collectible merchandise, under the stuff they auction off. Okay, fine. This is I have no connection to. I would read this. It's kind of interesting to me. Okay. Oh well, that's is that from this what's it called, the Web of Fear, you think, or is it from Downtime? It looks in pretty good nick to be from Web of Fear. I wonder how much that will go for. I guess I'll find out when I read it. Yeah, lots of original props you can buy if you are very, very wealthy. You can get is that the full-size Candyman? You know what? I'm not a huge fan of having this from, but boy, would I love to have that. Full-size Candyman costume? It's in pretty good nick. Is that kind of... Let's have a look at that. Zoom in. That's in pretty good nick for, what was it, 30, 40 years old? What was it, 86? Again, I'm interested. 86, 96, 2000. Yeah, it's quite some time. Oh, okay, fine. You can still buy, what was it, BBC Reader Survey. Okay, I BBC Studio Survey. I guess I will do that. You can win a £250 Amazon voucher. Yeah, listen. Honestly, we should all go ahead and do that and just let them know what we want. Okay, now they've got another article. I'm vaguely interested. Children in need. I'm not really interested in the current era, as I may reiterate over and over and over again. So it's kind of like, for me, putting the current era in is just like, it's a sign saying, please ignore. Please ignore. So yeah, they got to have dimensions and time. Is that dimensions and time? Oh, is that zoom in? How do you zoom in? Doink. Yeah, well, Nicola Bryant looking fantastic as always. Where was it? Does it say opposite page? What was it? Above. Patrick Troughton above right, followed by many stars, including Doctor Who, including Janet Fielder, Matthew Walter, Mark Striggs, and Nicola Bryant. Okay, yeah, lots of people appeared in Children in Need. That was the freaking awful, was it Dimensions in Time? It's not very good. Not very good. The 3D, even worse. But still, okay, listen, I am vaguely interested. This is all good magazine fare. This is stuff that you read when you're like, I'll give it a try. Was it Time Crash? And after that, they just kind of started doing clips from the show, right? We're going to show you a 30-second clip a month early out of context, and you're like, yeah, okay. Not that incredible. And now we're on the current era. I don't care. Leave me alone. Yeah, okay. Oh, this looks freaking awesome. Look at this. This looks okay. Derek Whittaker's Dalek World. What are they going to tell us? Okay, this must be tying into the. Where to go? This must be tying into the release of the Dalek. They called it Dalek Chronicles. Was it the Dalek book? I can't remember the name they're giving it. And here it is, the Dalek comic strips. Okay, yeah, totally tying into it. The Dalek comic strips in the mid 1960s weren't merely a spin-off from Doctor Who, but a fertile ground for a bold new oasis. Yeah, I tell you, go and get this book. This is one of the best bits of merchandise that have come out this year. And they weren't all created by Terry Nathan. The first of a two-part article, Simon Gurry explores the influence of Nathan collaborator David Whittaker. Yeah, look, David Whittaker, I think, it's the second most important voice in the Dalek. So yeah, okay, I'm on board on reading it. And it has to tell you, I love the TV21 Dalek. Let me zoom in. I love this Dalek Emperor. I really didn't like the Time Lord Victorious Dalek Emperor that was like calling back to it, which was, a bit sad. But yeah, look, another solid, good article. Wow, look at them go. Yeah, more David Whittaker. Look at this stuff. This is a great strip. Over here, let me zoom in. I freaking love this strip. This is the red Dalek versus the black Dalek. It had this quest for survival about which one should be superior. The red Dalek was just like newly created and he was super strong, right? And so they made them go on the Dalek brain machine made them go on a battle to see who was superior. That's really how we should do elections. I said this by the 2016 election. They should have had Clinton and the president on a kind of Hunger Games battle royale sort of thing. Which we all could have watched from home. I think it probably would have had a roughly similar results. I think it would have been as fair, probably as fair. Please buy Doctor Who magazine. Please buy Doctor Who magazine. From sketch to screen production design. I should make sure Dan Hadley knows about this. He is big into production design, as Dan Hadley of the Space Book. So now it's the interview with Colin Spall. Okay. So listen, I like Colin Spall. I liked him in pretty much everything I've seen him in. He was in. He was with, what's his name? The guy from Star Cops. He's a picture of him right there. As kind of a double act in this and in and in Star Cops. But then he came back and he was in the Cyberman two-parter from Series 2. What's that name? I just remember Trigger going skin of steel and all that stuff. What's that name? Age of Steel, wasn't it? I think it was called Age of Steel. He was pretty good in that. That's kind of like it's seriously reasonably missable for me. Not saying I'm gonna Colin Who is a bit okay, so he's got a book out. But basically we're saying he's got a book out. If you're interested, I guess you're interested. I don't see it's got that strong a Doctor Who connection. But listen, if you've got something to read, you all tell something. Fine, so let me just I'll go to the overview because this is I'm going to do a separate review on this. I'm going to do the whole thing on Monstrous Beauty, which is their Time Lord Victorious entry, which doesn't seem to seg into Time Lord Victorious, which I'm like really? What? Why? Why? In Time Lord Victorious, you have the Ninth Doctor turns up at the end of that first book with a fleet of vampires. So I just assumed this vampire story with the Ninth Doctor is going to somehow seg into that. No, not so much. Yeah, kind of and there's no hint of them appearing with a vampire fleet to stop the David Tennant Time of Victorious. So I don't know. Time of Victorious has not been something that I think has worked out particularly well. Who Won still going strong. I wonder how much these books are worth now. Wow, because I got all of these. Yeah, they're all worth quite a bit. What's this one worth? £30. War Child? Really? It's not that great a book, but okay, I guess so. Fact or Fiction? Files of Pompeii. Okay, that's quite a good choice. Again, all this stuff is stuff I would thumb through in the bathroom, which I think is reasonably good magazine fare. But the trouble is, without a new production going on, it's just you're losing that drive forward. And when there is a new production going, but even when there is a new production going on, they're very secretive. They don't give Doctor Who magazine anything going. And I'm just not excited by it anyway. When I see stuff about new production, I'm like, yeah, not so much, not so interesting. Okay, so Facts and Fiction, Files of Pompeii. Featuring, of course, both Peter Capaldi. Oh, there you go. Peter Capaldi and Karen Gillan doing this for a lot of things with eyes painted on the back of her hand. There you go. Eyes painted on the back of her hand. There it is. Oh, yeah. And she didn't even get a bit of white face. The other girl's got white face. Don't know why. But, yeah, good for you, Karen. Good for you, Karen. She's got... I just saw she's got a new action movie coming out that actually looked quite good. I was kind of gutted when I heard they're doing a reboot of Pirates of the Caribbean, and she was up for the lead. I was like, oh, that could be interesting. Because she was good at Doctor in the Pilot. And I'm like, yeah, listen, I'm one of the few men in the world that isn't insanely turned on by Karen Jenner. Very, very beautiful person, but I'm like, most men are like, oh, Karen Jenner. I'm not, but I love her. I love the success she's had in her career. I'm really glad that she got to play Nebula. I really think that she should have more of a Hollywood career. I think she's absolutely fantastic. And anytime she does succeed, I'm always delighted for her. More Father Pompeii. Oh, what's his name? I do like the revelation with this bit where this guy turns up and he's like the soothsayer, and he don't expect him to be able to say any soothing, and he's like the Lord of Time in Ship of Blue or whatever that. And he's normally plays like corrupt policeman, so you hear that vibe going on with him. And more, I think. And now we're on to reviews. I wonder how they're going to review this. This was I think probably the best Time Lord Victorious thing I've bought thus far. I think it's come out thus far. It's 2 short trips with the Master, Anthony Ainley's Master, and Roger Delgado's. The Anthony Ainley Master story, vastly superior. It's just a vastly superior story. The Delgado Master is okay. It's a little bit revelation-y. Like, whoa, I didn't expect that to happen, So, and it's by a newer writer, and you can tell it's weaker. Both are performed by John Coleshaw. Perfect. His Ainley, absolutely perfect, and also his Delgado, absolutely perfect. I would love to hear them in like audio dramas interacting with me, because they are absolutely perfect. Yeah, again, his Ainley, really, really, really good. So that's the review of the Paternoster Gang. Again, don't know much about it. I was didn't really like it on TV, but yeah, I guess if I ever catch up with a Big Finish, I'm getting close to. If I ever catch up, this will be one of the it's not even one of the first things I'll get. One of the first things I'll do is the Mark Gatter's Dracula spin-offs. They look pretty good. This looks good as well, wasn't it? There's a Dalek Destroy, the secret and the secret invasion and other stories. So this must be from the Dalek, Dalek Annual or something. Nick Bridge, Don Colsher, Terry Malloy, Stephen Payne. Okay, good. How much is this as well? This looks like something I actually may invest in. £9 download. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm sold. BBC Audio, they looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Again, I'm going to read the review of it. And like most sane people, that's how I decided to make it. I'll read the review. I'll see if I'm interested. That's way. Tom Baker's scarf looks wrong, but Who Shop? They're getting slicker ads, and I guess they're trying to get you to buy something for the upcoming festive season, upcoming festive special, because we can't. Yeah, God forbid we say Christmas. So apparently, by the way, the festive special was supposed to air at 5:20 on Christmas Day. I wonder how it's going to do. So we got the news that Doctor Who's coming back, right? Doctor Who is returning. Okay. So only for 8 episodes, but it's going to be 8 episodes of crashing ratings and basic public embarrassment. Okay, then we got a bit of crossword action going here. Never do. Never do. Not that interested. Win staff, not really into. I wouldn't be mind getting the Dalek Destroy, but I think I'm just going to pay the £9 and not try and win it that way. I think I'll go for the old fashioned. Okay, coming soon, the robot. So I just finished listening to volume 2 of it, which is very late. This one's kind of missable. I have to tell you, the whole it's a was it 3 or 4 set. It's kind of missable mini series. It's a side quest and thus far not a particularly compelling one. I think I'm going to hold off and do my review of all 3 box sets. I think they're only doing 3 of them, so I think it's going to do my review of all 3 box sets together. Good cover art though. Look, the cover art's freaking awesome. On all of them, they've been. I would say particularly good. Is Louise Jameson in it, or is she directing one? Who knows their stream? The Plight the Pimpernel. Listen, the monthly range is running out of steam. Is so running out of steam. I'm really glad they're cancelling it because they've not been good of late. I haven't listened to Shadow of the Daleks 2, but they're just so bored of actually doing normal Doctor Who stories that I think I think it's just like they're just not interested in doing it. I don't think they'll do them in box sets, but I'm really looking forward to the end of this range now, which is just completely run out of steam. Oh, we get 2 this month. Okay, very good. I heard the Time Lord Victorious David Tennant, Paul McGann one's been delayed till February for some reason. Don't really care. Blogs of Doom, I think we're nearly done. And Doctor Who's back next month. Finally, what was it coming out? 10th of December. They got an exclusive preview of Revolution of the Daleks. Do you reckon they're going to have any more photos than this one of them sitting around the table? Do you think? I don't know. What else is in next month's issue? Let's have a look. Zoom in. Who are you going to spend Christmas with? Well, if it's up to the government, nobody. Story of the Daleks festive disc. Okay, oh man, that's not quite as bad as when they did like a 3-page article a couple of issues ago about an ad Tom Baker did in 1974. And it's not quite that bad, but okay. Fact of Fiction is Last Christmas. Actually, quite a lot better, I thought. And they got a new comic strip. They're okay. I guess because the 13th Doctor, they're back in production. They're coming back. Okay, fine. So this is a giant, and you get also a giant double-sided poster. So I guess it'll be Jodie on one side and traditionally other news, reviews, interviews, competitions. Really, I mean, it's not exactly, it's not exactly a scintillating ad. This, however, strong recommend. Okay, oh man. I already have this and I want to get it. That's how freaking good it looks. I mean, it just looks really, really good. Look, I'm going to read the ad. Maybe they'll talk me into it, right? Maybe they'll talk me into it because I really kind of want this. It does look good. That's a strong recommend for me. And what else we got here? Got one more episode of this to listen to. We'll try and get the review out before the weekend. That's what I'm going to listen to. Basically, as soon as I'm done recording this. And there you go. Doctor Who Magazine 558. Is it for you? Is it not for you? Quite a good cover, though. I'd say it's a pretty darn good cover. I think probably the best issue of the year, quite frankly. If I'll do next month. I'll do like a year review. I'll do it for Doctor Who Magazine. I'll do it for Big Finish. But yeah, probably the best magazine, the best issue of the year. I get the digital copy. It's like $2.99 a month. It's in dollars, so it's not that expensive. Look, if you're looking for a magazine to thumb through, this one is better than Mostly Harmless. My review is better than Mostly Harmless. My name is Sheila Becken, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.